I would describe Malthouse with the 3 words of extraordinary, important, and home. The thing that makes Malthouse unique is it combines the dynamism and experimentalism of a small indie theatre. It has a home, it has its own theatre. So it has the ability to deliver the full experience, both for us as the artists, but also for the audiences coming together. And I think that's pretty rare in Australia.
When I was a student at BCA, I was the design intern for Peter Corrigan. And I just remember coming to Malthouse, being a part of the whole creative process. It just left this print of like, I want to work here. Like, this is a really cool place.
One moment that stays with me was the end of The Return, which was an Indigenous piece that we did, and the whole repatriation of bones. And I think that's the first time in the theatre that actually I sat there and we were doing a tech rehearsal and I cried. That has always stayed with me, always stayed with me.
It provokes the conversation. Made in China 2.0. After the show, it was almost like a round table in the foyer, and I was with friends from all over the world, all different backgrounds, and the conversation we had, it was amazing. And some had never met each other before, and it was actually one of those moments where you go, oh, this is not the end of a story, it's the start of a conversation.
So we're obsessed with audiences. When we're making our work, when we're getting ready, when we're warming up, we're thinking about you and what your experience is and how we can connect with you and what you're going to take away from the work that we're making. Feeling and getting support back from audiences is also everything for us. You know, when people turn up, when they applaud, when they buy a ticket, when they make a donation, when they find the ways to express their pleasure in what we're doing, it makes it all feel worthwhile.
Malthouse is really unique in Melbourne. It doesn't have a huge subscriber base. It needs philanthropy. It needs every single dollar. It's just crucial, isn't it, that we give a little.
I first came to the Malthouse with friends of mine who've been committed and donors for a long time. And I'd come along and I'd think, it's a bit confronting. Then I was invited, fortunately, to come and see the schools program, which is the Suitcase series. Such a clever innovation. Has really, really got me involved, and that was the start for me. The Malthouse gives me more than I give. They're incredibly generous. They're incredibly inclusive.
Yes.
And to be able to go behind the scenes, which you've donated money to see the writing,
yes.
I love that.
To have the chance to actually talk to some of those creatives too, like the wardrobe people and the set makers and designers. They're fascinating, these people. I would say to somebody thinking about donating for the first time, do it.
You'll reap the rewards and you'll get more than your donation back in kind.
I think there is this fundamental, I believe there is this fundamental need for humans to gather together live, to be able to not just passively consume art like you do on the screen, but to be able to respond back, to turn to the person next to you, to have conversations around it. I think that's all critical to the art making process and critical to us remaining and keeping our humanity.